And we are back. The film Behavior offers a profound exploration of mental health as well as the pressures faced by youth today. Set against the cultural tensions between the Haitian and Dominican communities, this film brings to life the intricate relationships and personal battles of its young protagonists. Here now to share more, we've got filmmaker Wanly Florexile, and thank you so much for being with us, Wanly.
Thanks for having me.
When we talk about Behavior, give me the inspiration for why you wanted to come up with Behavior.
For one, I wanted to make a movie where we could speak about the subject that we as black folks, especially me being Haitian, like we seem to not talk about often. Like mental health is like something, Haitians especially, they don't talk about that. Like let's just say your child is supposed to go to special ed, your Haitian parent, if let's say a teacher or principal, whoever speak to the parent, say, hey, listen, you know, your child having a little problem and they should go to, no, my kid ain't going to that. Cause, you know, but then again, it kind of like backfire on the person because that same child could have got the help maybe they could have got since they were younger.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm in my, I don't know, 8th film now. I said, let me work on something that, you know, us black folks don't really like to really focus on. So that was my whole thing to make this movie Behavior.
And we have this tension about mental health in the community. It's getting better because more and more people are definitely talking about, you know, mental health and acknowledging the challenges that exist. But your film is bringing to light definitely the tension and also the aversion to say, listen, you know what, there's a lot of people out there that necessarily don't want to. How do you look at, and how did you choose to deal with the mental health component in the movie?
Well, I kind of, the character especially, I showed that, you know, he was dealing with it and the parents was just too focused on their marriage and stuff that they were going through. You know, the spouse is cheating on the other one. They weren't like they put the kid in to get help professionally, but it was just like, all right, go Kevin, go get your help. But they weren't finding out, like, you know, speaking to the counselor to see what's the progression, nothing like that. So it was one of those where I wanted to focus. I definitely, like you said, the conversation has gotten better over the years. So I wanted to put this movie out to put some more light on it.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a lot of community struggle and resilience in there, right? I mean, you know, the struggle is real, but then the resilience is real also.
Exactly.
How did you go about showing that to those persons who actually see the film, this issue of like, struggle, but also resilience?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I try to make the characters like both ways, you know. I show where the parent want the kid to go get the help, and then also, you know, one parent didn't want to bother with that, like you said, you know, like the father was opposing it, like, no, you know, my kid, they'll learn in the streets.
Right.
But then, you know, I show where the mother was more into it, like, let's take the kid to get the professional help that they need. So I kind of show both ways, you know?
Yeah. And we were talking in the last segment about just conversation, right? And when we talk about mental health, that's a conversation that a lot of people aren't having, but we, as we said before, are having. What's the conversation that you want people to have about behavior?
I want moms and dads, watch how your kid behave. Go on their phone, especially if they're teenagers. I got 2 teenagers myself. See what because they may be one way at home, but in school they totally different. So just pay attention to your kid, because you never know. You know, like they could be one way with you, and then meanwhile they go in school and they're totally different, shy, and, you know, not speaking to anybody. Like, so it's like, just be on top of it, because last thing we need is another shooter.
Yeah. And you talked about making a film. This is your 8th, right?
Yeah.
And so for yourself, this ain't the first rodeo. You've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
And you've had some great influences. Talk to me about the people that you've talked about that really have influenced you from a filmmaking perspective.
Well, I mean, I have my colleagues, you know, we have this little friendly competition that we have. We like to push each other. So for me, like doing this movie was more of a, it was like something, in the basket that I had to just complete. Like, because most of us is focused on the drama, because drama is gonna sell anyway. So it was like push myself. You know what? I could make a movie like that. So we just continue to push ourselves. That's all it is.
Yeah. And so I know that you also been influenced by like Spike.
Oh yeah. Spike, man, come on, that's the GOAT right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spike.
What is it that you appreciate about Spike?
Me personally, I just like his cinematography, like the way he zoom into characters sometimes if you're saying certain things. I like the way he directs and his storytelling. So Spike is definitely one of those heroes that I appreciate as a director.
And what do you see in Quentin Tarantino? Because I know that's another one.
Yeah, that's another my guy, man. Yeah, you see, the thing is, these two guys, they shoot totally different, but it puts me in between. Like Quentin Tarantino is the guy, like the conversation he has and on scene between two characters, they'll go on forever. They'll talk and talk. Where Spike is less talk and more cinematic. But yeah, these two guys, how you know, man?
Listen.
I like those two dudes.
Yeah. So let me ask about this here, because when you talk about having these two guys, Tarantino, Spike Lee, you're the filmmaker. You walk in and watch a film. How much of the film do you get to enjoy as opposed to I'm actually watching it, critiquing it, checking it out?
Yeah, I like to watch them twice. Like, I like to watch it first as a regular audience. And then the second time I like to watch and see, where can I get inspired by, or what can I see where maybe I was doing something wrong that I should do better. So yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to watch it twice so I could, have both sides.
So first time you just really getting the information. Second time you take it to where I can apply it in my own.
Definitely.
Is there a particular type of film besides behavior? I mean, because you're stepping out of the box when you do behavior.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you want to really tackle in addition to say, I haven't put my foot in this yet, but I can see me doing this next?
I think I touched them all, because right now, we got this movie that actually just dropped 2 days ago, Life of a Zoe, and it's totally different from Behavior. If you watch Behavior, you would never think it's the same person that's behind it. Life of a Zoe is totally different. It's about insurance fraud, it's about betrayal, and, killing. 2 Haitians came here, 2 little kids, and then one of them went that way, the other went the opposite way. So, I mean, I dabble with different things.
Right.
And I think the only genre I haven't touched yet is horror.
Okay.
And I don't really like horror, so I'm gonna just stay
you see.
Yeah.
I got you. So Wanly, for people who want to check it out, right? How do they go about seeing Behavior?
Behavior is actually in the film festivals right now, so it's gonna come out. I would say in the next couple months it will be on Tubi and Apple TV. But right now, you guys could do is go watch Life of a Zoe. That will help a lot, and I promise you guys are gonna like that film. It's really good.
Wanly Florexile, congratulations, brother. Good to have you.
Appreciate it.
All righty, listen. Now, if you want more information, visit the website, flowfix.app, and then follow him at Instagram at Wanly101. Encourage you, don't go anywhere. We got more open coming up right after this.